Welcome you all for the next session on Module 4, which is curve fitting and statistical methods. So as a part of curve fitting, in the last session you have learnt about fitting of a straight line, fitting the data in the form of an equation of a straight line. And here in this session, let us going to discuss about the fitting of second degree parabola. So what does the second degree parabola equation looks like? The second degree parabola equations will be of the form y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, or you can also write it as y is equal to a plus bx plus cx square. So this we are calling it as fitting of a second degree parabola. So if the data has been given and it has asked you to fit into the parabolic equation, this is what we have to do it. So as you have said in equation of a straight line, here too we have to find the normal equations. Since there are three unknowns, a, b and c, there are three unknowns to be found. The normal equations also must be 3. So first, as usual, just take the summation throughout the equation and you will get one normal equation, which is summation y is equal to a summation x square, this is a summation x square plus b summation x plus n into c. So this is a summation x square plus b summation x plus n into c. So now you can take multiply the equation with x and then take the summation. So when you multiply this equation with x into y plus a x cube plus b x square plus cx. So then take the summation. That is summation xy is equal to a summation x cube plus b summation x square plus c summation x. Constant terms we are writing outside and only the variable values we are writing inside the summation. The third normal equation would be multiply this equation with x square and then take the summation. So when we multiply x square throughout, this is x square into y and then summation x square y is equal to a summation x to the power of 4 plus b summation x cube plus c summation x square. These are the normal equations for this curve. If the curve has been given in this form or we are considering in this form, the normal equations are going to be this. N into a plus b into summation x plus c into summation x square. Multiply by x and then take the summation, you get this equation. Multiply by x square into y, then take the summation, you get this. So here you have summation x square into y. So once we get the normal equations, as usual, the procedure, we will construct the table which fulfills all the requirement of the equation, and the values will be substituted in these normal equations, and then solving we get the values of a, b, c. So let us see how exactly we can do the problems here. Fit a second degree parabola y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c in the least square for the following data and hence estimate capital letter Y at x is equal to 6. And this is a set of values given for us. So consider the given parabolic equation, which is y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, and we have to obtain the normal equations for this. So as usual, you have to write all the normal equations first. Even that will have a weightage in the evaluation procedure. So summation y is equal to a summation x square plus b summation x plus n into c. Then multiply the equation by x and then take the summation, you will get this normal equation. And multiply the equation by x square and then take the summation. This is what the normal equation we get. And call this entire equation set as equation 1. And how many values of x has been given? There are 5 values of x, therefore n is equal to 5. So now let us construct the table which fulfills the requirement. What is the requirement? We need sum of y values, sum of all the x square values, sum of all x values, sum of all xy values, sum of all x cube, and sum of all x square y, and sum of all x to the power of 4 values. So let us construct the table. The given values of x and the given values of y are tabulated. So square of all the values of x, so square these values and tabulate it here. 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square. Cube the values of x and tabulate it here. 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 cube and 5 cube. Similarly, again x to the power of 4. So means 1 power 4 is 1, 2 power 4 is 16, 3 power 4 is 81, 4 power 4 is 256. and 5 power 4 is 125. So these are the values of x to the power of 4. And now multiply x and y and tabulate it here. 1 into 10 is 10. 2 into 12 is 24. 3 into 13 is 39. 5 into 16 is 64. And 5 into 19 fives are, so 19 fives are, we have 95. This value was missing, so we could enter it here. So now xy values have been tabulated. So then x square y values. So x square is already there. Multiply that with y and then enter the values here. Now we have got the required values. So sum of all the values of x and y. So where are we written them? So here, so we have to have sum of all the values of x. Sum of all the values of x here is, so you can add them and write, it will be 55, and then some value is 15 here. So this would be 15. 5 plus 5, 15. So sum of all the values of y will be 10 plus 12, 22 plus 13 is 22 plus 13 is 35 plus 15 plus 15. So it is around 55. This similarly you can find out the value of summation x square, summation x cube, summation x to the power of 4, summation xy, and summation x square y. So those values must be substituted in the equation. So we get, so once we substitute it in that equation, how do we solve actually is, so there are 3 equations to be solved. So remember, there are 3 equations to be solved. If at all only 2 equations, you can solve them simultaneously. So when you have 3 equations, you can consider 2 equations at a time. First consider these 2 equations, find the values of 2 unknowns. Then consider any other 2, either first and third or second and third, any set. We can consider and find another value. So once after getting 2 unknowns, you can substitute it in any one of the equation and get the third unknown. So here in your scientific calculator, you can solve all the 3 equations together and you can get the values. So here if you want to do so, when you solve all the 3 equations simultaneously with the help of a scientific calculator, you get the value of A as 0.2857, B is 0.4857 and C is 9.4. Substitute these values in the equation, second degree equation parabola, where y is 0.2857x square, 0.4x and 9.5. It is a parabolic equation. And the question is asked, estimate the value of y at x is equal to 6. So put x is equal to 6 in this equation and get the value of y. So x square, that is 6 square into 6 here. And once you substitute and simplify, you get y value as 22.78. So that is how you need to evaluate the values. So here, let us see another example. Fit the parabola of the form y is equal to cx square plus bx plus a, and the values of x and y are tabulated and given for us. So here, the equation is y is equal to cx square plus bx plus a, and the normal equations must be written according to this. Take the summation throughout for this equation and write the normal equation. Summation y is equal to c summation x square plus b summation x plus n into a. And multiply by x and then take the summation. This is what the normal equation we get. Multiply by x square and then take the summation, we get this. And how many values of x has been given? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Therefore, n value is 7. Let us construct the table which fulfills our requirement like earlier problem. Tabulate all the values of x given, tabulate all the values of y given. The requirement is x square, x cube, x power 4, xy and x square into y. So let us complete this table as we have discussed in the earlier problem. Then, so here summation value of x, sum of all the values of x is 0. Sum of all the values of x square is 28. Sum of all the values of x cube is 0 again. Sum of all x to the power of 4 values is 196. Sum of all the values of y is 14.86. And sum of all the values of xy might have entered somewhere here, and sum of all the values of x square y also must be taken into consideration. So once after writing all those values, you have to substitute them in the normal equations. The normal equations is the first equation, the second equation, and the third equation. So all the three equations you can take together, and the value of C, B and A are obtained like this. So as I told, you need not consider two equations at a time, solve and get the value. You can do all the three equations solving simultaneously in your calculator. So once you do that, you get the value of C as this, B as this and A as this. Substitute them in the equation of the second degree parabola which is given for us. So once you do so, it is an equation of a required parabola. I'll look at another problem. This is the revolution R and T are related by a quadratic polynomial. This is a polynomial given at square plus bt plus c. Estimate the number of revolution for time 3.5 units given. So revolution R and time t values are tabulated here. So instead of x and y, R and t is being given. So normal equations are also must be according to that. Where and all we have y must be replaced by r, and where and all we had x, it should be replaced by t. So take the summation, consider the given equation, take the summation, you get the first normal equation, multiply by t and then take the summation, you get the second normal equation, multiply by t square and then take the summation, you get the third normal equation. And when we observe the values of n are the number of values of r t is 7. So construct the table which fulfills all the requirement. The values of t, values of r given, then t square, t cube, t to the power of 4, r into t and r into t square are the requirements. So we'll complete the table, and then sum of all the values of t is 14.8, sum of all the values of t square is 33.5, sum of all values of t cube is 80.344, sum of all values of r is 140, sum of all values of t to the power of 4 is this, and sum of all values of r into t is this, and sum of all values of r into t square is 836.95. So substitute these values in the normal equations, the three normal equations we have substituted, and on solving them simultaneously, we get A is equal to 0.6645, B is 14.779 and C is minus 14.432. Substitute them in the given equation, and at 3.5 units, we have to calculate R, which has been asked in the problem. So substitute T is equal to 3.5. So 0.6645 into 3.5 whole square plus 14.779 into 3.5 minus 14.432. So when we simplify this, the R value will be 45.432 units. So this is how the second degree parabola equations have been solved. The data will be fit into the second degree equation. That is it for today. Thank you all.